Give me a minute. So, Friedrich Merz, who's soon to become the Chancellor of Germany, has been very clear that he wants to send Taurus missiles to Ukraine. Now, there are problems with that, right? It's not an easy thing to add a high-tech armaments capability to your organization. It's a tough thing to do. These are complicated systems, right? And he's put some caveats on it. Now, why that is, there's lots of speculation about, but we don't really know why. The chief caveat is that he wants this done in coordination with the UK and French allies, which is very interesting to me for a number of reasons. But first, the question of the Taurus. The news that we got today is that the UK is backing Germany's move to supply Taurus to Ukraine. That would leave only the French with a veto vote. And it seems highly unlikely that that's going to be the case, as the French and the British were both one of the first folks to send long-range weapons to Ukraine in the form of the Storm Shadows and the Scalps. Now, why would Merz say that he wants to do this in coordination with the Allies? I think that there are a number of reasons. I think the chief one is that the Taurus, of the three missile platforms that are available to Ukraine from the UK, the French, and potentially from the Germans, according to the analysts, the military and weapons analysts that I read, they claim that the Taurus is most suited for taking out the Kerch Bridge. And the Kerch Bridge is Putin's $2 billion baby. You take it out, it is a slap in the face to Putin, and it is going to make him look bad. And the one thing that autocrats can't have is to look bad, to look weak in front of their own people. Their own people will eat them alive every time. And that's a concern for Putin. Could it be, and this is purely speculation on my part, I have not heard anybody else say this, but we know that the Russians are not happy about this, right? They're threatening Berlin. Peskov just did it yesterday, talking about an escalation, the old lie of escalation. Well, what is the only escalation that's left for Russia? Right? Fission, nuclear weapons. Berlin has no nukes of its own. Could it be that in this time, when the White House has been subverted by a Russian asset in the form and person of Donald Trump, could it be that Germany is looking for an extension of the UK and French nuclear umbrella, that in the event that Moscow does do anything stupid, they'll be able to turn to the UK and the French for support? Now, again, this is pure speculation on my part. I don't know that those conversations are happening, but I think it does follow, right? A cornered rat is at his most dangerous when he realizes he's in a corner. And what did one wall say to the other? I'll meet you at the corner. And that's just about where Putin is finding himself right now, despite the fact that 300 pounds of fake tan and dog shit in a cheap suit, who's busy tearing apart the global economies to enrich him and his friends, is doing everything he can to support the genocidal lunatic in the Kremlin. So we got an okay from the Brits. We would expect an okay from the French soon. Hopefully, in the background, the coordination is happening on the technical side, so that the Taurus can be sent just as soon as Merz takes on the chancellorship, which I believe is scheduled for May the 6th. Thanks, everybody.